These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to a special celebrity edition of Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Today's fearsome foursome are Chris, Pat, Olav, and Lisa. Eggheads, you love these celebrity games, don't you?
Oh, yes.
I can see you come into the studio with a bit of a swagger. And hoping to put our hard-boiled brainiacs in a spin today are Radioactive. Now, this team from the world of radio have many strings to their collective bows, but what makes them stand out from our usual celebrity teams is that one of them is a world record holder. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm James O'Brien, and I present a daily phone-in show on LBC Radio.
Hi, I'm Sean Welby, and I'm a radio presenter on the Capital Breakfast Show.
I'm Sonny J, and I'm also a Capital presenter on The Breakfast Show.
Hello, I'm Chichi Nwanoku. I'm the founder and artistic director of the Chineke Orchestra, and I present Chichi's Classical Champions on Classic FM.
James and team, hello. We'll come to the world record holder in a moment. James, your thing is news, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking down the line. I think we've got pop, we've got classical. We've got all points covered here.
We've got 3 points covered. We've got news, pop music and classical music.
Well, yeah, but this lot have holes in certain areas, don't you? You've got, well, pop, you get questions wrong there. You can get sport wrong.
You can get anything wrong if you try hard enough.
Yeah. Do you watch Eggheads, James? Are you excited to be here?
Yes, to both of those, actually. I'm already losing my pre-game plans. I've forgotten what I thought the weak spots were. I don't think any of them have any weak spots at all, but I'm touched by your attempts to reassure us, Jeremy.
Well, good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for your chosen charities. If you fail to win, we roll the prize money over. Now, Radioactive, the Eggheads have won the last 3 games against these celebs, so there's £4,000 to play for now. Shall we crack on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV. Ooh, I want to see who takes this.
That's you.
I'm willing.
That's you, Sean, surely.
Go on. I'm game.
Sean, OK, brilliant stuff. Against which Egghead? You've got Chris, Pat, Olav and Lisa.
Chris.
Do you think? OK. I think we'll go for the legend that is Chris.
Chris, we have our moments on film and TV, don't we?
We do indeed, yeah.
So, Sean from Radioactive versus Chris from the Eggheads. Please go to our legendary question room. All right, Sean, good luck.
Thank you.
Now we can discuss the Guinness World Record you have, which I mentioned earlier. But it's about identifying sound effects, I gather.
Yes, I had to see how many I could identify in a minute, and I managed to get 38, which I'm very proud of.
Do you mean it would be something like someone striking a match?
Yes, and it could be like a lawnmower, but I had to be precise. So if it was a microwave ping or it was a bell dinging on a bike, I had to be really precise about what they all were.
Wow, that's a really unusual hobby. Yeah. OK, tell us about Capital, what it's like working with Sonny J and Roman Kemp.
Oh, it's so much fun. Like, you know, I feel very lucky. We come in to do a job and it's utter nonsense every morning and we just laugh out loud every day. And, yeah, it's the best job I've ever had. OK, well, let's see. Sean, good luck against Chris. Would you like to go first or second? I'll go second.
OK, so we start with Chris. Nasty Nick, played by John Altman, was the son of which EastEnders character? Dot Cotton, Pauline Fowler or Pat Butcher?
Well, the only one of those old enough to have an adult son was Doc Cotton, so that's the answer.
Yeah, a big part of the sort of early EastEnders plotline. Dot Cotton is right. OK, your question, Sean. Who played the man with no name in Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy of spaghetti western films? Was it Cary Grant, Clint Eastwood or Paul Newman?
Oh, so this is quite tricky because obviously I'm thinking Clint Eastwood when I hear the word Western. I feel like I've heard of Cary Grant. I'm going to have to just go with my gut, which is Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, bang on. Clint Eastwood is the right answer. Well done, Sean. Chris, Ryan Reynolds has been married to Blake Lively and which other Hollywood star? Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Lawrence, Scarlett Johansson.
Well, there was much interest in Hollywood marriages as I do in mushroom cultivation in Patagonia, so I've got no clue on this at all. Reese Witherspoon.
Sean, you know this.
I think it's Scarlett Johansson.
It is Scarlett Johansson. So, a chance for the challenger to take the lead in the first round. Which of these TV shows is adapted from a series of books by Julia Quinn? Bridgerton, Squid Game, or The Queen's Gambit?
Oh, I know it's not Squid Game. I think The Queen's Gambit was probably just a one-off book, so I'm going to go for Bridgerton as a series of books.
I think the logic's spot on. Bridgerton is right. Well done. Because obviously that's a kind of dynasty type of thing. OK, Chris, your question. You need this to stay in. Bring all your powers to bear. Which of these film musicals won the Best Picture Oscar? The King and I, My Fair Lady, or Cabaret? This to stay in.
My Fair Lady won Oscars, and so did The King and I. But I think the Best Picture Oscar went to Cabaret.
The film musical that I gave you that won the Best Picture Oscar was My Fair Lady. You've been knocked out, Chris. Well done, Sean. Well done. First round to our challengers. That's a nifty old start from Radioactive. This is a bit exciting now, but nice to get a team of radio pros winning. Come back to us. We'll play on. What a start for the challengers. Well done, Sean. Absolutely brilliant. There'll be chat about this on Capital.
Oh,
My
there will.
goodness. OK.
I'll be milking it.
Chris is perhaps in a less good mood at this moment, but the Eggheads are still very much in the game here, and we play on with music. Music.
You want to take a punt on me, Asha? Or do you want...
I feel like if there's any one that I might get, it could be this.
If it
I'll do
feels like
music.
it's right,
I'll
just
do
say
music.
it.
Yeah.
Sonny, please, Jeremy.
Sonny. Against which Egghead we have got Pat, Olav and Lisa.
You choose. You're up against them.
I'm going to go with Olav.
Oh!
OK.
Right,
Take on
our newest Egghead. And how many rounds have you lost so far, Olav?
I've lost two, I think.
Fancy one more?
You've got this,
That's
Sonny. You've
OK.
got this.
Don't worry, because he's overdue a loss.
Oh.
That's how we're going to see this. Sonny from Radioactive versus Olav from the Eggheads. Please go to our question room now. Well, I guess the downside of being anywhere near a breakfast show, Sonny, is the alarm clock, right?
It's the worst part of the job, I'm not going to lie. I set my alarm for 4 o'clock every morning, so everyone does ask. They say, oh, do you get used to it? And it's like, you don't really get used to getting up. You get used to being tired.
So, OK, good luck against Olav. Would you like the first or second set of questions then, Sonny?
I'm going to go with the first, please.
All right, music, your first question. Debbie Harry found fame as the lead singer with which of these groups? The Go-Go's, Transvision Vamp, or Blondie?
Debbie Harry. I'm going to be honest. The only one I've heard of is Blondie, which I don't think helps in any way when it comes to my answer. So, for that reason, I'm just going to have to go with Blondie.
Blondie's correct, well done. But we're going back to about 1979, so, you know, outside your comfort zone. Olav, which of these is the title of a ballet with music by Tchaikovsky? The Magic Flute, the Nutcracker, or Aida?
Well, only one of those is ballet, and that's the Nutcracker.
Oh, made it sound so easy. The Nutcracker's right. OK, Sonny, which of these famous pieces of music is taken from Elgar's Pomp and Circumstance marches? The Dream of Gerontius, Land of Hope and Glory, or Nimrod?
I genuinely feel like you were speaking another language there, I'm going to be honest. There's just one answer that is probably going to be wrong, but I'm just going to go with it because there's something telling me to go with it. And I'm going to go with Land of Hope and Glory.
Well, here I have to check in with our classical musician, Chi-Chi. Is he right?
That's the one I would have gone for.
Land of Hope and Glory is correct. Yes! Well done.
Come on.
So, Olav, Piano Man is a signature song of which American singer? Billy Joel, Lionel Richie, or Bob Dylan?
It's Billy Joel.
Yes, it is Billy Joel. OK, Sonny. Ronnie Wood joined the Rolling Stones after which other guitarist left the group? Brian Jones, Bill Wyman, or Mick Taylor?
I'm just going to have to take a punt at this as well. This is probably something that I should know. I'm going to go Mick Taylor.
He did replace Mick Taylor, you're quite right. Well done.
Oh,
You got 3 out of 3.
come on.
It just didn't even break into a sweat there. And Olaf, we were looking at your record of losses. You have only lost 2 rounds with Eggheads. One we don't count because you misheard the question, but the other one was music, Olaf.
Yeah, that was about
Yes, it was.
Piano pedals.
Exactly. You got the piano pedals in the wrong order. Olaf, just like Honey and Some Candy Talking are famous 1980s songs by which band? This to stay in: The Cure, Jesus and Mary Chain, or Psychedelic Furs?
So Jesus and Mary Chain?
Oh, what? How'd you do that?
Well, I've got the album. So
Jesus and Mary Chain is right, yeah? Just keep going, Sonny, you can do this. We go to sudden death. It gets a little bit harder because they don't give you alternative options. The singer born George O'Dowd in 1961 is better known by which name?
Boy George?
Boy George is right. Wow. We've got to have a piano pedal question now for Olaf. Olaf, The Four Seasons is a famous 18th century work by which Italian composer? Need the first name and the surname.
Antonio Vivaldi.
Antonio Vivaldi is correct. Back we go to Sonny. Beth Ditto found fame as the lead singer of which band?
I can picture her on the front of an NME magazine, and I can't think of what they're called. I'm gonna have to just pluck a name, and we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the Dittos.
The Dittos, no. Sean, do you know?
I'm racking my brain. I know it's a band name.
Okay, anyone?
The Gossip. The Gossip. Oh, yeah.
The Gossip. It's not over yet. Okay, Olaf, there's always something there to remind me. And Long Live Love were UK #1 hit singles in the 1960s for which singer?
Sandy Shaw?
Sandy Shaw's right. You've taken the round. Sonny, you just gave him a chance in front of goal there.
I know.
All right, this is a good contest, isn't it? We'll be back shortly. See you after this short break. Welcome back. It's pretty evenly balanced here. Radioactive have lost a brain now from the final. The Eggheads have lost a brain as well. Chris has gone. And the next subject, the last before the final, is food and drink. So it's going to be Chi-Chi or James?
Chi-Chi, I think.
Shall I?
You
Go on,
wanted food
For a
and drink.
taster?
You did
Yeah.
say before.
I'll try it.
Go for that.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, Chi-Chi on food and drink. Against which Egghead? You've got Pat or Lisa?
I'll go with Pat.
Brilliant. So Chi-Chi from Radioactive playing Pat from the Eggheads. Please now go to the question room. Well, Chi-Chi, a very rich life you've been having, if I may say so. But where do we go? Running, double bass, the piano playing when you were young? I don't know.
It's hard to choose one from the other because they've all become part of the same thing, really.
You might have ended up as an Olympian.
Yes, I was competing at national level up until my late teens and actually preparing for Montreal for the 100 metres.
Yeah, and then you got injured.
I was invited to play a one-off football match for a women's football team. I didn't even know that women played football in those days. And I did it, of course, and I suffered the sort of career-ending typical knee injury. Oh, it was terrible, yeah.
But so is that partly what took you towards music, which you always had a talent for?
Definitely. I feel I've swapped my legs for my arms.
So, OK, 3 questions. Would you like to go first or second against our Pat?
I'll go first.
Good luck, Chi-Chi. Which of these is the name of a particularly hot and spicy curry? Vindaloo, pasanda or korma?
Well, I love all of them, and the only time my tongue has been stung was with a vindaloo.
Vindaloo's right. Pat, what type of food is the French bisque? Is it a loaf of bread, curd cheese or soup?
I think it's quite a rich soup.
It is soup, you're right. Chi-Chi, which spice is the traditional flavouring of a Hungarian goulash? Is it turmeric, paprika or cumin?
Wonderful, exotic flavourings there, but I will go with paprika.
It's paprika, you're right. Cracking on here, aren't we? Egghead, capsicum is another name for which food? Pepper, aubergine, rocket?
I think capsicum is the pepper.
It is the pepper. OK, 3rd question can be crucial. Chi-Chi, here we go. Which of these fruits has a fibrous flesh and is often used as a meat substitute in dishes such as vegan pulled pork? Would this be the kumquat, ugly fruit, or jackfruit?
Not having tasted any of those, can I say jackfruit?
Jackfruit. Let's check with the challengers. What do we think?
I think that's right.
Yes, they like it. Well done. It's right.
Incredible.
So, Pat, under pressure now. Which of these is the name of a type of salted and smoked herring, particularly from Great Yarmouth? Pat, the bloater, blister, or blinder?
Well, of those three, I certainly have heard of the bloater as an item of fish and probably herring. So I think I'll have to go with bloater.
Bloater is correct. I thought that might happen. Chi-Chi, sorry, it's never easy with this lot, so we go to sudden death again. I don't give you alternative options. Spicy chorizo sausage is a speciality of which European country?
Spain.
Spain is right. Pat, to stay in, which dessert named after a woman born in 1881 typically consists of a meringue base topped with whipped cream and fruit?
Pavlova?
Pavlova is right. Okay, Chi-Chi, just keep plugging on, we're going to get there. The potato cake known as the rosti is often said to be a national dish of which European country? So rosti is R-O with an umlaut, S-T-I.
I'm imagining the umlaut is a giveaway, so would I be right in saying Germany? Austria? No.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
It's one of those.
It's not Germany or Austria, it's actually Switzerland.
Switzerland, okay.
The umlaut does narrow it down. Pat, to take the round. Which mythical creature shares its name with the fruit of the pitahaya cactus?
The dragon.
Yes, as in dragon fruit. Well done, Pat. Very assured quizzing from Pat, but my goodness, Chi-Chi, you ran him close. Brilliant performance, well done. Come back to us and we'll play for £4,000. All right, this is what we have been playing towards. It's time for our final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't going to be in this round. So it's Sunny and Chi-Chi from Radioactive, but it's also Chris from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? So, James and Sian, here we are. James, you've been captaining the team very well.
Thank you.
If I may say so. Were you waiting for politics? Because I assume that that's your great subject.
I did something current affairsy I would have had a swing at, but books as well, I think, would have been nice. But I felt that the choices we made as a team have been vindicated on a spectacular scale.
Completely, and here you both are. So you're playing to win Radioactive £4,000. Pat, Olav and Lisa, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge, and you can both confer, and we'll see whether your 2 brains can defeat these 3. I'm sure it can happen. James and Sian, would you like to go first or second?
First, please, Jeremy.
All right. Tower Hamlets is a borough in which British city? London, Manchester or Bristol?
That's London, Jeremy.
Yes, I thought you might know that. OK. Eggheads, the comic book character Desperate Dan is famous for eating which food? Pig rolls, sheep sandwiches or cow pies?
Loves a cow pie.
Cow pies.
Desperate Dan loves a cow pie.
Desperate Dan loves a cow pie. You're right. OK, James, Sian, here we go. Keep the pressure on them. They can crack. They are eggs. After the Conservatives and Labour, which political party received the most votes at the 2019 general election? SNP, Liberal Democrats or Green Party?
That's when it was really right-wing at the time.
I think it's the SNP.
I think you're right.
Should we go for
Yeah.
it? The SNP.
James.
No.
Ah!
It's the Liberal Democrats.
Because, of course, they're only standing in Scotland, but they did get a crunching number of seats. Number of votes for the SNP, 1.2 million. Number of votes for the Lib Dems, 3.7.
Yeah, there it
Nearly
is.
3.7.
Sorry.
Because they're across the whole country, that's the difference. I know you know that. OK, you can take the lead with this. The Orson Welles film The Third Man is based on a work by which author? William Golding, Graham Greene or Noel Coward?
Graham Greene.
That's Graham Greene.
Graham Greene is the answer. Well done. OK, they're in the lead. Challengers, get this right to stay in. Which of these famous vehicles was designed by Douglas Scott in the 1950s? Concorde, Routemaster bus, or Mini Cooper?
I think Concorde.
So, yeah, I think because Mini Cooper is that, I'm sure it's called John Cooper.
Okay.
Routemaster bus.
Right, is it one or the other? Maybe it's the bus, you know.
In 1950s, when was Concorde?
I don't think you could fly supersonic across the Atlantic in the 50s or the 60s. So,
Should we try Douglas Scott? He sounds like an ordinary bloke.
nice bloke.
Yeah, he sounds like yeah. We're feeling like Douglas Scott sounds like an ordinary bloke,
Yeah.
right? So we're thinking it's the Routemaster bus.
Routemaster bus is your answer. Well, let's just go through them. Anyone know who designed the Mini Cooper?
Alec.
Well, the original Mini was Alec Sigonis.
Correct. Concorde, I'm thinking, was probably later, wasn't it?
First flew at the end of the 60s, so perhaps it was being designed at the middle of the 60s.
Routemaster bus is the right answer. Yes. Well done. OK. Eggheads, you can take it with this. They fought back. Is it enough? The semi-precious mineral Blue John is only found in caves in which part of the UK? Snowdonia, Cairngorms, Peak District.
It's Peak District. It's near Castleton, I think, in Derbyshire.
The learned gentlemen over here say it's the Peak District.
Blue John is only found in caves in the Peak District. We have to say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. Feels like more of a shift than our radio shows, this.
Yeah,
I
harrowing.
know, it's harrowing is the answer, yeah. Sean and Jace, well done in the final. It's really hard. Commiserations. Here the Eggheads are doing what they do. You lost Chris along the way, but they reign supreme still over Quizland, and it means the celebs don't take the £4,000 off for their charities, so we roll the money over to the next celebrity show and wonder if any of the celebrity teams will take you down. Join us next time to see if a new team of celebrity challengers can take them on and take the money. Till then, goodbye.
Brand new tonight at 9, John Sargent and friends set out on the big steam adventure, going from London to Scotland using, yes, you guessed it, only the power of steam. Next, a lady who can barely move because of tummy ache, and another with a terrible rash all over her body. Just 2 cases for GPs behind closed doors. The new series continues here on Channel 5.